Hold on. Did that just happen? A K-pop artist just made history on Spotify, and here's the twist. He did it alone. No collabs, no American features, no safety net, just raw talent, pure emotion, and a message that resonated across borders. This isn't just a story about numbers. It's about redefining what success means in the music industry. And that artist? Jimin. Yes, he didn't just break the rules. He quietly, powerfully rewrote them. Let me set the scene. It's May 24th. Spotify updates its global stream counts. And there it is. Jimin has officially surpassed 6.8 billion streams on his solo profile. Take that in. Not BTS, not a group feature, just him. But here's where it gets wild. Over 5.5 billion of those streams were without any collaboration. That's right, no big American cosign, no celebrity producer, just Jimin. In a world where collabs with Western stars are seen as the golden ticket to global relevance, Jimin said, "No thanks, I've got this." And he really did. His second album, Muse, carries the title track Who, and it's already at 1.78 billion streams. That's not just impressive, that's legacy level. Then there's Like Crazy, the dreamy, heart-wrenching track from his first solo album. It's sitting at 1.36 billion streams. Do you realize how rare that is? He's now the first Korean soloist in history to have two separate songs break the 1.3 billion mark. And he didn't rely on English hooks or viral dance trends to get there. He stayed true to his sound, emotional, vulnerable, artistic. That's the part that gives you chills, because it means people felt it. People connected across countries, cultures, and languages. They didn't need a translator, they just needed Jimin. And it doesn't stop there. He's got 10 solo tracks, yes, 10, that have surpassed 200 million streams, including gems like Set Me Free 2 with 416 million streams, and even the English version of Like Crazy with 377 million. This isn't surface-level streaming. This is deep, repeated listening. It means fans aren't just playing his songs once, they're living in them. They're playing them on quiet bus rides, during heartbreaks, while chasing dreams. Jimin's voice isn't just music. It's a comfort, a companion, a reflection. And now let's talk about Billboard. That dreaded chart that artists dream of, but rarely touch. Jimin's Who didn't just chart, it stayed. 33 consecutive weeks on the Hot 100, and not in the bottom half either. It broke into the top 10 and held on for 180 days. That's a record for any K-pop soloist. Again, no collabs, no shortcuts. You know what that means? A Korean solo artist singing his truth went head-to-head with the biggest names in global music and held his ground. And maybe that's what makes this story so powerful. We're used to being told what success should look like, that you need a team of international songwriters, viral moments, and big-name partnerships. But Jimin turned inward instead. He poured himself into the lyrics. He carried the weight of expectation and transformed it into art, and the world responded. Not just Korea, not just ARMY, but people from every corner of the globe who heard his songs and said, "Yes, I feel that too." So when you see 6.8 billion streams, remember, those aren't just numbers, those are stories. They're breakups, dreams, hope, and healing. They're proof that authenticity, real, honest, no-frills emotion matters. And Jimin? He didn't just win the charts, he won hearts. He proved that you don't need to shout to be heard. You just need to speak your truth and trust that the world is listening. So what now? Now, the industry pays attention because Jimin didn't follow the system. He became the system. He's not chasing trends, he is the trend. And while some artists are still figuring out how to go global, Jimin's already living proof that you can move the world by staying exactly who you are.